Welcome, I'm Juliana and this is the 5S News. This just came in. An accident just occurred in the workshop of a manufacturing company. Experts say that it was caused due to the inadequate practice of the 5S techniques. Let's go to Tammy right now for more details.
We are now at the accident site, XYZ Private Limited, owned by Mr. Tan, who suffered severe back pain and bruises as a result of this accident. According to Mr. Tan, this is what happened. Mr. Tan has never had the habit of putting tools back in place, as he felt it was unnecessary. This morning, while he was carrying a carton of goods, he tripped on a pile of tools lying on the floor. This is the latest from the accident site. Back to you, Juliana.
The number of reported workplace accidents has increased significantly over the past year. Let's hear from the 5S expert Mr. Yeo on how to avoid workplace accidents.
Almost all workshops are cluttered like Mr. Tan's, but there's a method to prevent accidents like tripping over the tools in your workshop. Such method is known as the 5S technique. The 5S process is originated from Japan as a practice of good housekeeping and workplace organization. The first of the 5 S's is seiri, or in English, sorting. Sort items in workplace into necessary and unnecessary. Move the unnecessary items to a central holding area to be discarded. But before you do so, you may further categorize them as potentially useful or valuable items, which may be placed in an area where they'll be more frequently used. Alternatively, you may also donate or sell them. No potential use to be disposed immediately. Requiring special disposal, this may include chemicals or other substances that could be of potential harm if not disposed responsibly. The disposal method for these items need not be costly. On the other hand, necessary items can be stored and identified using the visual method for easy retrieval when they are needed. The second S in 5S is seiton, or in English, arranging. And this is how your workstation is going to look like if you don't practice it. After you have identified the necessary items in your workplace through seiri, it is now time to find appropriate places to store them. This way, necessary items will be stored in a neat, proper manner, making it easy for you to retrieve them for use. To determine where these items should be placed for a more organized work area, you can categorize them into items that are used constantly. These items should be placed nearby for easy access. Items that are used occasionally, you may keep these items away. And items that are not used but still needed, they should be stored separately in a designated place. For effective storage, you may also want to determine the frequency of use of items, the sequence by which you use them, and the storage area required. Examples of storage may include racks and shelving, cabinets, storage bins, shadow boards, and even the floor. A key concept when applying seiton is the use of visual controls. These are methods which show at a glance how work should be done or where items should be placed. This can be done through markings, colors, labels, charts, and samples. Seiso, the third S, involves cleaning and inspecting your work area to keep it free from dust or any unnecessary material. Several factors such as leakage, dust, spillage, and clutter cause unclean work areas. Dusting, brushing, washing, wiping, and vacuuming can be done to maintain workplace cleanliness. Now that you have your workstation sorted, arranged, and clean, you definitely need to maintain it. And that's exactly what Sekitsu is all about. By maintaining the standard that's achieved through seiri, seiton, and seiso, the workplace can remain clean and well organized. And in cases where deviation occurs, Sekitsu also suggests to take corrective action against deterioration of the earlier 3S. Lastly, to complete the 5S, we must have shizuki, or self-discipline. Shizuki denotes a commitment to maintain self-discipline by training people to follow good housekeeping disciplines on their own, achieving self-reliance and self-discipline through continuous practice, and setting good example and encouraging others to follow. Here are possible ways of practicing shizuki. Create a checklist for entire area and all items within the area. Use the checklist daily or weekly as appropriate. To conduct independent review by examiners annually. Fix and clean daily. Continue to train and heighten awareness.
Thank you, Mr. Yo, for the very useful and practical tips. Our news team asked 3 companies to share how they have benefited from the 5S techniques.
There are many benefits from practicing 5S at the workplace. For example, as we clean our machines and organize our workplace, we are able to detect potential problems and reduce the chances of errors during our work. Tidying our work area and putting everything in order also saves us time and increase our productivity. More importantly, it has made our factory a safer place to work in.
In today's competitive world, the company must improve to meet the needs of our customer. To survive, we must produce good quality products at competitive price and provide excellent services. 5S is a good starting point to all improvement programs.
Elite, as a training service provider, reinforce what we teach by arranging us for 5S training. It does not only help Elite improve service quality and productivity in our workplace, at the same time, these 5S techniques can also assist me to minimize waste and improve safety standards in my workshop.
As we wrap this breaking news, we'd like to leave you with a friendly reminder to always remember and practice the 5S techniques. Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seketsu, and Shitsuge for a safer and more productive workplace. And that wraps up our 5S news. This is Juliana saying goodbye and stay safe.